What's up, everybody? I'm your host, X Sharps. I forgot to mention that there is different classes. There's 5 different classes: Trooper for a fast and balanced frontline fighter, Bioengineer for a support unit with healing capabilities as well as tactical strikes, Scientist for a melee brawler with special device attacks, Agent, powerful single strike artist with deadly strike arts, which is what I played during the review slash first look, and Artillery, which is a long range assault unit. There's also pet classes: melee, range, tank, different type of pets that you can get. And then there's basically mercenary groups, which is Corona, Aurora, Nucleo, and Umbra. So sorry I forgot to mention that. Enjoy episode number 15. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 15 of Level Up. I'm your host, X Sharps, as always, and this is Bounty Hounds Online, developed by XPEC, something like that, and published by Suba Games for the United States. This game is published all around the world, but I believe we're still on closed beta. So this is a closed beta first impressions video. I will give a full review once the game is officially released in the United States. As you see, it is a sci-fi MMORPG. And it is a theme park MMO, which basically means that you're going to get the same type of gameplay that you would see from EverQuest, World of Warcraft, Ion, Warhammer, a lot of all those other games. You're basically going to see the same combat here. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the things I'm going to say in this video are closed beta impressions, so there could still be bugs within the game's client, such as its poor performance, lack of smoothability, and stuff like that, and the lack of basically smoothness in between different combat sequences. So we're going to spend 15 minutes or so checking this game out. Now let me see if I can find a game clock, because I forgot to even set my timer, and I cannot find a game clock, so let's just wing it. Alright, so I think I'm supposed to open this. Alright. So we got one steel plate, dog bark in the background, sorry about that. Can't help it for my dogs. And like I said, this game so far it's decent for a closed beta game. Definitely if they do enhance it for us tough critics in the US, I think it will be a good game upon launch. But if they keep it how it is right now, I could see it kind of failing, coming short in my opinion. Because as the game stands right now, it's not smooth enough. There's invisible walls where they don't need to be. Basically, the combat switching in between melee and ranged is not smooth. And it's just not as good as it can be. And I understand, like I said, this game is in closed beta. So don't rage on me for it being in closed beta, although a lot of people do reviews when the game is in closed beta, which in my mind isn't fair to the game because the game's not finished. I mean, for them saying closed beta, it honestly means it's not finished. Now I'm trying to test out the auto walk sequence. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk with this guy about it or not. Yeah, so obviously there's no auto walk, which kind of sucks because I honestly have no idea where I'm supposed to go because I don't read quests. Alright, destroy the central defense system units and collect memory chips. Alright, where are those at? Right here? Maybe? No? Where are these bitches at? I think they're... Huh. Central defense. I wonder if they're out here in the main area where you're supposed to kill stuff. Let's walk over here and find out, shall we? So as you see, the graphics of the game are pretty good. The textures are pretty smooth. The engine, on the other hand, is not smooth enough for my preference. It is only running at around like 25 to 30 frame rates per second. But we typically see that in a game that's not released yet, due to the fact that they're not done tweaking all the performance issues out and all that stuff. They're really working on the gameplay and stuff like that. And since this game is ported from different countries to different countries, different publishers to different publishers, the publishers are trying to work out the kinks with the developers and getting everything, you know, ironed out for the official release of the game. And I did try and launch the European version, which I actually was IP locked. I was like, herp derp, herp derp. Couldn't really figure out why I wasn't able to play. And then I figured out, oh, well, maybe it's because I'm IP blocked. And then I figured out that that was a common issue, and I just see here's the invisible wall that I'm talking about. And that is one of the issues, that you're IP blocked from other countries, which is alright, definitely alright. But for the most part, it is really annoying. Such as this Q and E turn camera. I'm used to that being A and D, and that's one thing that you cannot change since this is closed beta. Do not have key bindings, which kind of makes me mad. They might have it on the settings page on the launcher, but I tend not to look at launchers for changing settings. But that's just me. Alright, so I just see I'm going to try switch. Alright, target is out of range, target is out of range, target is out of range. Pressing 2. Alright, so now it finally triggers it. And that's one of the smoothness I'm talking about, is the fact that you can't switch from melee to range really fast like you can in other games. And I hope that they do fix that later on. Keep in mind, I have only been playing this game for about 20 minutes, so this is like literally a first impressions video. So it should not be treated as a review, like I mentioned before, especially since I'm not, saying this is a review. A lot of people do treat these first impressions videos as a review, but honestly, if you want to treat it as a review, you can. But keep in mind, this game is in closed beta, so all the bugs that I run into, you're going to run into as well. So, yeah. I know these first impressions videos do make people want to play the game, which honestly, that's fine and everything. But you may run into problems later on, which I will probably run into too. So, I mean, that's one of the things that we all need to keep accounted for, that there is problems in every game. And you can't really count on every game to be completely fine and dandy. Because games are not like that. They require constant management, constant fixes, constant everything. As far as the map goes, now this is one of my huge issues with this game. It's kind of silly I say that, but I haven't found anything as broken, in my opinion, as the map. And what I mean by that is it tries to take on that sci-fi-ish feel, and they put a radar on the map. And every time the radar goes off, it moves your speed. So as you see on the map, my arrow is very, very laggy. It chops around a lot. So trying to figure out where I'm going on the map provides a very huge issue, in my opinion, because it makes it really hard for me to figure out where I'm going at which time. And as for a person with me with no sense of direction, I kind of need a smooth map to figure out where I'm going at all times. And that is one of my major issues with this game. And that's silly, but having that as a major issue is a good thing, because the combat smoothing out, alright, it's not too bad, but I know they're going to smooth out later, so that's fine. As far as the graphics go, the graphics are fine. They could have a little bit more enhancement, but as far as I'm concerned, the graphics are perfectly fine the way they are. The invisible walls could easily be taken out. That's just an engine issue that will be probably smoothed out. The questing in this game is alright. It's a little bit two-dimensional. There's not really much going on with the game besides run here, do this, run here, do that. Especially early on, I don't really have much combat going on, and I'm basically just in this sort of headquarters going on here. I haven't really ventured out to the wasteland yet. I'm hoping to go to the wasteland eventually. That's level 1 through 20. I actually might go there right now. Let's go there right now. I might cut the video to when we're in the wasteland. See you in a moment. Alright guys, welcome back. This is the wasteland, and yeah, so basically we're out here in the middle of almost nowhere. And for the most part, this looks pretty good. I like the scenery that's going on here. I feel it's very nice with the spaceship flying over and everything. And let's go ahead and start killing some things and just grinding, since I don't think there's any quests in this area yet for me. No, there is not, because I didn't finish any of the starting quests. So, knowing that I'm just grinding here, I do wish that they, after you get done with the starting quest or whatever, I wish that they would give you quests. Since I'm level 4, so I mean there should be some quests out here for me, I would assume. But there's not. So I wish they would add some quests if you're like me and have ADD and want to change the scenery and you just go to a different area. I wish there was some quests out here, like maybe the security staff needs help killing these spiders or whatever, and they need to kill 15 of them or something like that. I wish they would have just those filler quests to help you out leveling wise, and enhance your overall experience playing the game. Overall, the game is really awesome. It's a definitely different feel. It might be a game I will keep on my computer after I get done reviewing, just to have that different feel with the game. But for the most part, the game isn't too much different from a fantasy MMO, other than the fact it's in a sci-fi setting, which, as long as they pull it off fine, I think that's a really cool thing. But honestly, I think there's only so much you can do with a sci-fi MMORPG, especially with the fact that a lot of people don't even like sci-fi. And I know people say, oh, I'm tired of the fantasy setting, herp derp, herp derp. I just imagine that troll sitting there with his head back and typing. But honestly, without the sci-fi, we've seen a lot of games like Global Agenda fail. We've seen Star Wars Galaxies fail. You know, it's going to be a real test to see if people really want sci-fi when Star Wars comes out. Because that's the ultimate sci-fi game. Because honestly, nothing gets more sci-fi than Star Wars. And when that MMO releases, and if it fails, people are going to be thinking second, especially the developers are going to be thinking second sci-fi. They're going to be like, they're going to be second guessing themselves pretty much, because they're going to be wondering, should we really do this? Are the people really in huge numbers wanting a sci-fi MMO? And honestly, I think there's not even, oh, Tabula Rasa was another game, in Anarchy Online. Also two sci-fi MMORPGs. And a lot of those games failed, and the reason is because not mass numbers wanted to play a sci-fi MMO. And honestly, I don't like playing sci-fi MMOs very much. I think I'll probably keep on this on my computer, just be like, oh, I want to play something sci-fi right now, and just hop on and play this. And that's one of the things, you know, is honestly, I love sci-fi, I love fantasy MMOs, because it just puts you in a different world. You know, it's not a world that you really know or at all. It's like a medieval fantasy setting that everyone loves. It's that medieval feel with mixed with magic and adventure that everyone loves to RP in and just have a good time with their friends, knocking back beers and running through dungeons, you know. And that's one of the main things that I like about fantasy versus sci-fi. Sci-fi just seems like a serious setting that not a lot of people would have fun in. Because, like, honestly, I feel like I'm doing something serious right here. And as you see, I'm having problems controlling my camera. Sorry I cut myself off there, but I'm having such a huge issue controlling my camera. Which is, one, it's too sensitive. I could probably lower that. But, I mean, I'm used to, like, A and D as my turn key, but right now it's strafe. And I can't figure out how to change that. Unless it's something in the launcher, which I hate stuff that gets in the launcher. As you see, which is kind of weird, each monster does have a shield, which is kind of weird, personally. I wonder if that recharges quicker than the normal. But I think that's completely unnecessary. That's just my opinion as far as that goes, but I mean, that's completely unnecessary to have 2 health bars. Should this be 1, in my opinion. As far as the experience gain, I think the experience gain isn't that much. I'm pretty sure questing is a lot more experience as far as that goes. But I'm only gaining like 9 experience per attack. So it's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Sorry for the dogs in the background once again. I'll resume this once they stop. Alright guys, we're back and we have a couple more minutes left. So let's go talk about this game some more. If you would like to try this game out, there is many beta codes left. I believe there's still some up on mmosite.com. Still some up, I know there's not up any on mmorpg.com. Pretty sure there's some on mmobomb.com. There's a lot of different MMO sites that have the codes for this game to try it out. And if you're European, Chinese, Korean, whatever, a lot of those ones over there in Asia are already released. European is already in open beta, I believe. So you can always definitely check out that client if you're in those different areas. And I know that there's beta codes left. I actually just went on a site to try and find what the developer was, and I figured out, oh, 600 keys left. Alright. So, definitely places to find a key left if you want to try this game out. Be warned, though, there may be a character wipe at the end of the beta, which is why I'm not investing too much time into this, because I want to wait till open beta to really get in here and grind and get my character high level so I can do an official review for you guys. Anyways, though, I'm Zach Sharps as always. This has been a Bounty Hounds Online first impressions video. This game is developed by XPEC and basically published by Suba Games. If you want to check this game out, like I said, go to type in Bounty Hounds Online US onto Google if you are in the United States. If you're in Europe, just type in EU. If you're in Korea, in Asia, type in, I have no idea what you guys type. Just type in Asia, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, check the game out. Definitely, there's a lot beta codes on the internet, and if you're in a different country other than the United States, a lot of those games are already in the closed beta. So check it out. So once again, this is Bounty Hounds Online. If you want to follow me on all the many places on the web, you can subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lugo Entertainment, twitter.com/Zach Sharps, and always follow me on MMO Site Blog, where I post exclusive blog posts, such as my recent hot blog, which was a Guild Wars or Star Wars: The Old Republic blog. That one blew up overnight. That was ridiculous. Anyways, all those links will be down in the description. I'm your host, Zach Sharps, as always. Hope you guys join me for episode number 16 of Level Up. And always enjoy watching our Level Up extras as well. Catch you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Peace.